You might never hear this advice on the internet ever again, but I'm going to say it right now. Do not listen to your friends and family. What? No, okay, I'm not saying disrespect them. I'm saying if they tell you that you cannot do something with your life, don't listen to them. I've been in that situation. My family, my friends did not believe that I could be sitting in the same position that I'm in right now because the things that I did in my past were going to lead me down a bad path and they were not the right decisions for my life. You don't know my life. You don't know where I want to take my life. I dropped out of college after 3 years, okay? Some of you might have just gasped. I know that's crazy. Why didn't I just finish the 4th year? It's because I had 2 more years left. I'm kidding. I did have 2 more years left. But really, I knew I didn't need college. I knew I literally would never need to use that piece of paper that got you into certain doors. I knew I was going to create my own doors. I was going to open my own doors. So, to my friends and family, I remember in that very moment when I would hear these comments, when I would hear, what are you doing with your life? Don't do that. Actually, anger towards me because of what I was doing with my life. I remember feeling very down and frustrated and confused and sad and hurt because I felt like I was the only one that could believe in myself. Let me tell you this. You really might be. For so long, I was the only person who believed in myself. And I'm starting to really see the fruits of the labor of the things that I've been working towards for so many years. This whole delusional confidence thing that's across social media, it's real. You actually have to be delusionally confident, not because you yourself don't believe it, but because everybody else around you is telling you how and why it will not work. If there is a will, there is a way. So many successful people, I'm reading this book, so many successful people start from the bottom and then they get there, okay? I'm reading this book called Today Matters, and there's so many stories of how people literally came from nothing, how people came with such a broken background and they made it, whatever made it is in their life. And I'm here to tell you, you can too, but you cannot listen to your parents sometimes. I'm sorry. You know what? I hope that you have encouraging parents, but sometimes they really want the best for you, and that does not show up in the right way because they're trying to protect you, but really they're just pushing your dreams down. Let this be a reminder. Whatever dream you have, whatever dream that God placed inside of your heart, go after it. Go after it. I don't care how crazy it seems. If you want to go to the moon, get to that moon, okay? You need to take steps. Everything in life comes in steps, and that's what I'm realizing. When I had a dream placed in my heart when I was a junior in college, that was about 4 years ago now, I had no idea how I was going to get there. I had no idea. I was like, how am I going to get there? But really, it really is just little steps. And here, let me give you this piece of advice. You know, I'm only 24 years old. I'm so excited to have more wisdom and advice, but I actually have some advice from the years that I've messed up. And it is this: don't tell people about your plans. They're gonna call you, unless you want to hear them call you crazy, they're gonna call you crazy. They're gonna say you can't do it. They're gonna say that the dreams are too big. They're gonna tell you every single reason why it won't work. And unless you believe that it will, you're gonna fail. I mean, thank God I never doubted myself, but I can't say that that's everybody's case because people do doubt themselves. And I'm trying to be all motivational here saying don't doubt yourself, but actually maybe you will. So just don't tell anybody anything. Just start doing the thing. Just start going after what you want. Thank God for the internet. You can learn things. You can do what you believe that you are able to do, but that's the next thing. You have to believe that you can achieve it. If you do not believe that you're going to achieve what you want to achieve, nobody else is going to believe it for you. They're not even going to believe it when you believe it, okay? So you need to be your bestest friend in this season of life. You need to be the bestest friend to be able to say, we're going to get there. We're going to do this no matter how hard we try, no matter how hard it takes or how long it takes to get there. We are going to do this. But self-confidence, delusional. Did you know that the number one reason for successful people was because of grit? It was because they didn't give up. Endurance. I actually just asked my uncle, who knows very many successful people, and I asked him what one thing they all had in common was, and he literally said they all believed in themselves. If belief is that one personality trait, that is that one characteristic that will make people successful, that will make people get to where they want to be, then why don't more of us have it? Maybe it's because they listened to everybody around you. Guess what? everybody around us isn't successful. Guess what? I wouldn't want to live like 90% of the people in this earth. So why are you listening to people that you wouldn't want to trade places with? Why are you listening to mediocrity? Go listen to people who will build you up, even if that's someone like me, even if that's someone on social media, because I know you don't get this a lot. I know you don't get people screaming in your ear saying you're like, I literally feel like Tony Robbins sometimes, like, you got this, but like that's how I receive information. I need someone to scream at me and tell me that I can do it. And I might not have such a powerful voice, but let me just say, like, you can do it. Listen to me, listen to my heart, because I am doing it. You can look at my channel. I have less than 300 subscribers. You might say, Isabella, how are you doing it? Well, guess what? This confidence that you see, it's going to take me far. And I don't even need to say, just wait and see. I'm not going to say that. I've learned not to say that. And I also don't care what you do think. What I know to be true is what I know to be true. And also, I believe so full-heartedly that if someone else got to a desired reality that I want, I can do it too. Nothing is different. Like, God made this world so fantastic that if we just believed in Him, believed in the dream and the vision that He gave us, and took steps to work towards it, we will get there. Like, there's literally an algorithm for life. It's called have faith, take the steps, and let God do the rest. Truly, you can get the dreams that you want, because not only are you just dreaming something, no, the God who created you, the God of the universe, of the cosmos, put that dream in you. Your dream, your desire, it's not new to God. You don't even need to pray. You don't even need to pray these prayers of like, God, if it's in your will, like, God, no, like, He knows what you want if it aligns with Him. So maybe do say, God, if it is in your will. But, so many of us do want to do such incredible things with our life. And I think it is really good to have a heart check, but also know that, if it does align with the greater good for your life, nothing's going to stop it. The only thing that would stop it is if you don't go towards it. Now, if your biggest life goal is to be, a fraudulent person and steal from people, and that's how you get rich, that clearly doesn't align with God's will for your life. So that's not going to work out. But most of our dreams and goals that are big and that our families and friends shut down are big because they're good. And also, I think jealousy comes into play a lot. Even if it's subconscious jealousy from people in your life, like, they can't fathom that somebody they know and somebody that's that close to them can get that successful, and they like want to shut it down. I think a lot of people don't want to feel inferior. Sorry that I'm talking 100 miles an hour. It's just that I had coffee, and yeah, well, now you know why I'm being so crazy. But seriously, you guys, like, I genuinely my heart literally just wants people to be successful. It literally just wants people to live their dream life, like live to the best ability that they can. And that means, unfortunately, not listening to people that could be closest to you. So many people are realists in this world, and I appreciate that, and we need realists, but oh my gosh, I'm like a step above an optimist. Like, I am so confident and so positive about where I'm going in my life, and that's why I know I'm going to get there. And I wish I had more tips on how to be this way, because I'm just so grateful I was born with this mindset. But, I think also a lot of it I attribute to watching videos of people telling me I can do it, and hearing, letting the right voices come into my ear, letting the right people speak into my life. And I can't fathom a world where I wouldn't go after what I want, and I want that to be your reality too. How great is it that maybe no one in your family has been that successful? Let you be the first one. Like, give yourself goals. Like, a lot of my goals actually are to help my family out financially, and that actually pushes me on hard days where I don't want to do it. It's like the greater goal. And whatever situation you're in, I don't know the exact situation that you're in. I want to remind you that sometimes this path of success is going to be lonely. You really might be the only one believing in yourself until you see results, and then of course everybody around you is going to be like, I knew you could do it. No, actually you didn't. Actually, remember when you told me that dropping out of college was like the dumbest decision of my life? And, now that I'm successful, you want to say like you're with me the whole way? Absolutely not. I don't put up with that. And I'm sorry that that's happened to you. I'm sorry that if people in your life have turned against you and criticized you, and then once they see the fruits of your labor and they see all the hard work that you've put in and all the money that you're making, they're flocking to you. I'm sorry. And, let this be a reminder too that we should be encouragers, that when people tell us about our dreams, let us hype them up and tell them that they can do it because they can, and that someone else's success doesn't at all diminish our own, or our own person and who we are. And our words are meant to be edifying. Our words have power, and a lot of people don't know that. And when they do speak down, and when they do speak death over somebody or their plans, that really does stop people from succeeding. And my heart goes out to all the people out there that have never fulfilled their dreams because they listened to people who just couldn't grasp that level of success in their life. And I hope that that doesn't become you. And if it was, and now you see this video, I really pray to God that this can change the game for you, and that maybe this video can be the catalyst to a whole different life, to living your dreams, to actually going for what you want, even if you're the only person you know doing something different. Be the black sheep. Be it. Be it. Do you want to be like all these other people? I know I don't. And I don't think you do either if you've stayed until the end of this video. Good luck. Actually, you don't need luck. Just go and get it.